time is now 5 o'clock and we will begin the administrative portion of our council meeting. Please silence or cut off your cell phones if you haven't already done so. And also we ask that you sign the sign-in sheet that will be at the back of the room. The first order of business will be a public hearing on a public nuisance at 588 Martin Street and also at 170 Hall Drive. At this time, I will call the public nuisance, or the public hearing for the public nuisance at 588 Martin Street. Is there anyone here to speak for or against the public nuisance at 588 Martin Street? If so, please come up, state your name and address, and we'll allow you 3 minutes to speak. Is there anyone to speak against the public nuisance at 588 Martin Street? If not, then I'll close this public hearing. Next will be a public hearing for the public nuisance at 170 Hall Drive. Anyone here to speak for or against the public nuisance at 170 Hall Drive? Anyone to speak against the public nuisance at 170 Hall Drive? If not, I will close this public hearing. Next, we will review the agenda for tonight's council meeting. After the prayer and pledge of allegiance, we will review the minutes from the organizational meeting held on November the 3rd, 2025, and the regular council meeting held on November the 4th, 2025. Council, do you have any thing regarding the minutes from those 2 meetings? Or are you ready to approve those? Okay, thank you. Next item would be to set the agenda. Council, are you prepared to set the agenda as presented? Okay, thank you. The next order of business will be a resolution declaring certain properties a public nuisance at 588 Martin Street and also at 170 Hall Drive. I'll ask, is Brett here?
I'll speak for Brett.
Okay,
he was unable to make it this evening, but he did confirm that they have not been taken care of. So.
Okay. Thank you. Council, any discussion regarding those resolution declaring certain properties a public nuisance at those 2 streets? Are you ready?
Ready.
Thank you. Next will be to approve updating bank signature cards, removing Mark Blankenship and adding newly elected Mayor Charles Ward, and approving the closing of an EMS account with Truist Bank. Mr. Clerk, would you like to do this?
Sure. First, it's kind of obvious. We need an additional signature in case I'm not available, and so that's why we would need to replace the former Mark Blankenship as the mayor and add the newly elected mayor on the signature cards, and so just need your approval for that. On the EMS account, this was a very old account. We actually had it with BB&T when they were in town, and then they closed down and we got moved to Troy as far as the closest branch. And then when Truist Bank actually combined, we got moved to Mariana. So a little bit of a drive to try and take care of business in Mariana. So we did open up a separate checking account with Synovus here in town. And so we just need to close that account out.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilor, anything regarding the approving the change on the bank signature cards or the closing of that EMS account with Truist Bank? All right, thank you. Next item would be the first reading application 011 Lounge Retail Liquor Class 2 package and $9.90 tobacco only. Applicant Ring LLC, trade name Highway Liquor. 1990 Highway 231 South, Ozark. Owners Michelle R. Patel, 117 Paul Revere Run, Dothan, and Rinkesh Patel, 117 Paul Revere Run, Dothan. Council, you have anything regarding approving this first reading? I'll ask the Chief Brian.
Yes, sir. Thank you. This establishment is actually located adjacent to Dairy Queen at 231 and East Road. We have no objection to move forward with the first reading.
Thank you, Chief. Council, any thing regarding approving this first reading application 011 Lounge Retail Liquor License?
No.
Okay, thank you. That takes care of the agenda for tonight's meeting. Are there any comments from any department heads concerning any of the agenda items? Any comments from department heads concerning agenda items? Are there any comments from the floor concerning any of the agenda items? Any comments from the floor concerning agenda items? Are there any public comments, questions, requests, or concerns concerning subjects not on the agenda? If there is, please come up, state your name and address. We will allow you 3 minutes to speak.
My name is Kenny Bivens, and I live in the, of course, the racetrack resident.
Right.
We're still having issues, I think, well, y'all see the pictures, to where whoever owns property in there, they're not cleaning it up. And then also, I think Jessica mentioned it to you about, we thinking people are staying in the woods and stuff over there on, different properties. So we need to get somebody to look into that. They can add that to the agenda of nuisance.
We will, Ms. Bivens, we'll have our enforcement officers look into it.
Yeah, because it's, you can tell someone's in there because you can see like trash in there in the woods, so someone's camping out in there somewhere. And then one of the neighbors seeing some lights in there. So they need to. Oh, and then also the graveyard that's in there. I don't know who has the layout to that. I think they said it was someone, Mr. Harper's daughter or
That would
something.
be First Missionary Baptist Church.
Because they said Mr. Harper's daughter has the layout of the graveyard. And we wanted to try to get that back from her because there's some graves in there we want to look into because we can't even find our great-grandparents' grave and stuff in there anymore. We would like to.
Well, I know that the church is in charge of the cemetery. That's First Missionary Baptist Church. So I'll try to get you a point of contact on it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, thank you. Anyone else with any concerns about any subject that's not on the agenda? Yes, ma'am, please come up, state your name and address for the record.
My name is Nicole McIntyre. My address is 183 Juniper Drive, and that's in Ozark, Alabama. My concern is about the Parks and Recreation. This year was my husband's first time coaching the AU football team, and I was seeing that the city does not, show no support to the boys. My son, he plays basketball, football, and baseball, and I seen how the city really support the baseball team. But when it came to the basketball, no support, football, no support. The children, they paid the money to get the jerseys and everything. And our boys, we went all the way to the championship game. And the only thing the city did was, they was out there at the gate waiting to get the helmets, the pads, and the jersey. And all the parents come up, they like, oh, our boys don't get to keep their jerseys. And I was like, no, they don't get to keep jerseys. So I called Mr. Ozzie and was asking him, I was like, the parents want to know what was the money for, what did the money go towards? He was like, well, the money went towards, rent the bills and, then we had to pay folks, to come out and referee and all this. And I was like, so the coaches, they volunteer, but the children, the money don't go back to the children. The children have to literally rent a field that's in the city. And I'm thinking that's ain't that what Parks and Recreation is for? The funds, what is our funding going? Because it's not going to the boys. And even like now, I'm seeing why a lot of people not wanting to volunteer coaches, because all the work, it falls on the coaches. The city not supporting, they have to buy the medals, buy the trophies. And then when you, then they told me, well, the only thing that the city do is let you all get a building. So I called to get the building to throw the children a ceremony. And I got to decorate because I don't just want to just throw something together. Well, you only got 4 hours to do it. I got to pay somebody. I was like, well, where's the funds going? Well, all the funds getting cut. Y'all cutting the funds for the children? We trying to keep the children out the streets. But if we like now, yesterday, it was their first time going to practice. They got 3 teams. One team wasn't even there to practice because they didn't have a coach. Why is it that football and basketball can't get a coach? The volunteer, because the city don't push it. And then I had one parent, they said, we tried to do the, so my time up.
Let me ask you something, Ms. McIntyre, have you spoken with Ozzie about this?
Yes.
Kind of alluded to it, but in depth about everything that you mentioned? Okay, well, I'll just actually try to get with them again. And,
But what he told me? All he told me was the funds are being cut.
Okay, all right. We'll try to get you a response.
Okay. Yeah, because that's even like with the basketball. They got 3 teams. One team couldn't even practice because they didn't have a coach. And then when my son played baseball, the city came out there and gave them a medal. But when my son played basketball, they didn't get no medal. They was undefeated. But did the city come out there and get the basketball players a medal? Did the city come out there and get the football players a medal? They went all the way to the championship. Football and basketball. And a lot of parents they don't understand why so much emphasis is on baseball, but when it comes to football and basketball, not getting no support.
Well, we're going to look into that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming before.
I'll just make a comment about coaches. Unfortunately, it's a very common thing in youth rec sports, getting parents to coach a team and take the time out. I don't know what it is. I know when my daughter was playing youth soccer, I love getting there coaching our teams and stuff and playing. It was fun to me, and I actually miss it. But for some reason, I don't know why the parents don't want to take the time to coach their kids' teams and stuff. It's not just Ozark. It's other places as well. So unfortunately.
Because even like our boys, we go out there, we had them jerseys on. All the other teams got their name on the back of their jerseys. Like, Ozark is going.
Now when we had All-Stars, the parent, the city gave us the shirts, and then I would take, and then parents would pay to have the names put on the back of them, all that. We did that, but that was all the parents. But the city did supply the All-Star jersey for that.
Okay, did you want to say anything, Ozzie?
Not as long.
Okay. All right. We're going around the page here.
It was about the same time.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
So just to piggyback off what Mr. Lett said, I see what you're where your point of view is coming from. Being honest with recently seeing this, firsthand myself when I was playing sports. I'll be honest with you, I think we live in an area that a lot of the people grew up maybe favoring one sport more than the other. Not necessarily backing up the city or saying that the city didn't need this or that, but I think sometimes you get a hand group or a group of adults that maybe can relate more to the sport of baseball or whatever, and that's what they push their kids to do. So let's be honest, adults are going to make the time for what they want to push on their parents. And I'm pretty sure you were an excellent mother out there with your kid, but I know some parents can't make the time, but I know some parents don't push it just because I guess it kind of falls into the factor of whether if they're seeing somebody doing it, hey, I'm gonna jump and do it, and sometimes you don't have the leaders. You only have so many moms like yourself that's willing to come up here and bring this up here, and you have some people that might say something but don't have and that's, I'm not giving you an answer, and I don't think this is giving you, what you're probably looking for, but I know sometimes besides it falling on the, I guess, the staff and the money where it goes to, I know Ozzy probably has answers for that, but sometimes it falls on, how dedicated these parents probably come to, willing to.
Talking about the funds for the.
No, not mixing with the funds, but mixing with the participants, because you said
Okay, so
volunteer.
that's what okay. Well, with the baseball, why did the city come out and give them a medal? And then, but when it comes to the basketball, we didn't see the city. When it comes to the football, only time we saw the city when they came to pick up the helmets, the pads, and the jerseys.
I'm listening. I don't know on that behalf.
Yeah.
But what I'm just trying to say is, I was answering the other part where you said how you don't see people volunteer for the position of being a coach.
No, I know why, because all the load fall on the coaches and the parents. You got to understand, some of these households is just a single parent, so they got the rent. They got to pay for them to play. Then when you come to the football game, you got to pay to get in. You go to Dothan, the game's free. Baseball games here, free. But when it comes to basketball and football, you got to pay. Why is that?
All I can say is that was how it was. Now, I don't know what you mean. That was me, and it was my mom.
It's because the city don't push football and basketball. The fund's not there for them. But with the baseball, you don't have to pay to get in. You get to keep your jersey and your hat. But when it comes to basketball and football, you got to pay to every game. Parents have to pay to come to every game. But when you go to other cities, it's free for them to do that.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Black. Okay, at this time, we'll entertain comments from the mayor.
Good evening. Only thing that I'm gonna say, I'm making notes of what y'all said. We will look at all of that.
Thank you.
I promise you, we will look and do what we can to help with some of that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like I tell my department heads, everything's about dollars and cents.
Yeah.
And we'll do what we can, but some things we just ain't gonna be able to do until we can, get ourselves in a position where we can do more. Now, I won't sugarcoat it when we talk about it, but we'll do to make sure that all our sports is getting equal recognition, okay? Only thing that I got is we had some volunteers in the community is want to give out some Thanksgiving meals on Tuesday, November 25th. So they want the city to just kind of be responsible for sponsoring that. So I volunteered us and some of the city workers gonna give out, we're gonna give out about 300 plates at the farmer market. And we'll give them out as long as they last. So that'll be on the 25th of November on Tuesday, starts at 11 o'clock. A couple churches in the area, we are doing this along with the city of Ayrton. Ayrton gonna give out about 200 plates in Ayrton. We're gonna give out about 300 plates here. Ayrton Baptist Church is helping them in Ayrton. Ozark First United Methodist helping us here with the food. So we got everything. Volunteers in the community have volunteered, food, the money, food, the place, everything is being furnished, and we'll give those out. So y'all just keep that in mind.
Mayor, what time was that end? It starts at 11?
Whenever the last plate is gone, and this is strictly just a grab and leave. We're not gonna have tables where you eat there. We'll just give you a plate, you take it with you.
Okay, thank you.
And it'll be 11 o'clock until we run out. So I just want y'all to be aware of that. On another thing I got, before we have another meeting, won't see y'all again. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody have a blessed Thanksgiving, and just remember to say something that count your blessings. We are truly blessed in this country, and we must never forget that. But thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilwoman Cummings?
Just to piggyback off what the mayor said, I do take notes when y'all come and speak. And I appreciate for y'all to come and speak, because we can't know what's going on. Our department heads cannot know what's going on around town unless you come to us. And we can't fix things. They can't fix things unless you let them know, unless you let us know what's going on. So thank you for affording them and us that opportunity. Also, Thursday at 2 o'clock at the Holman House, there will be the regular kickoff for the Salvation Army. So if you're able to attend that, that would be wonderful. And just like the mayor said, since we won't be seeing each other until after Thanksgiving, everyone have a happy and very safe Thanksgiving.
Councilwoman Cemetery?
Echoing what they said, I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. Reminder that the Christmas parade is December 2nd, so our next council meeting was moved so that everyone can attend the Christmas parade. And the following week is Sounds of the Season at the Civic Center at 6:30 p.m. on December 9th. So I'll announce that at the next one as well, so you can get it on your calendars.
Thank you, Councilman Carrell.
And I'd like to echo what they said, and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, coming up on that. Also, update on the Carroll High School basketball. They're off, both the girls and the boys are off to 2-0 starts. The girls play, I think they're playing,
I think they're going to the room tonight, actually.
Abbeville on that. But both look pretty good teams. Both teams are quick and fast and scrappy. It was a fun game the other night against Delville. But the next home game is there's going to be there's a tournament the girls are playing in Laverne over Thanksgiving, and then all the road games up until December 12th. There'll be Carroll girls and boys playing at Opelika. Girls play at 5 and the boys play at 6:30 on December 12th. But other than that, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Councilman Carrier.
Real quick, is that the 25th, the feeding for the community? Is that a side? I believe there was another one going on throughout the week, right?
It's gonna be another one, I think, at Alter Center on that's on Thanksgiving.
That's the day before
The
Thanksgiving.
next day.
Yeah.
It's the next day after Thanksgiving.
No, it's the day before Thanksgiving.
They both think
Yes,
on
the day
Wednesday.
after yours.
Okay, yeah, it's on different days, and that's why we kind of moved it, so everybody ain't on the same days.
I just wanted to say that I think that one was supposed to feed 400 people, so very blessed. I think that is Mission First, the name of the organization, I believe so.
Mission Worthy.
Mission Worthy, I'm sorry. Yes, Mission Worthy. I believe it is they're feeding up to 400 people, and I don't know if they're actually sitting people down. That's a blessing just in general, being able to do that with organizations like that and in the communities like Ayrton and the mayor, to be able to feed people. I mean, this is a time that people should be, gathering together as a family, whether it's a family of two, mom and son, or whoever it is. That's something to be thankful for myself, just because I think a lot of us might want to go around giving stuff all the time, but we can't. But make sure y'all spread the word to the people who are less fortunate and don't have somewhere to be. Make sure y'all tell them about both events. It'll be super, super good, I know.
I'm sorry.
Reality Check is doing theirs this Saturday.
Okay. Yes, and reality check is.
Renewal Church.
That is actually right here, behind, yeah, right here, my bad.
That's right.
That way, behind City Hall. And they're doing, what time is it this Saturday?
They said from 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Reality check, yes. They're another great organization for young kids. But anything, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all have a wonderful time with y'all's family. Y'all eat a lot of food. And just make sure y'all are safe. Usually around this time, y'all know that people's out drinking and driving too because everybody's off work. So y'all be careful on the roads. Make sure y'all hug y'all's family very tight. That's all.
Thank you, Councilman Terry. And just to reiterate what the mayor said and also regarding Isaac. So on the 25th, that one starts at 11 over here at the farmer's market. The next day on the 26th is when we're having the one at Alter Center with that Mission Worthy.
I don't know what time that's.
Right. And that's at 11:30.
11:30.
Right. Okay. And also, tonight at 6 o'clock is the Farm City Banquet over at the Civic Center, which will probably start in another 30 to 35 minutes.
Which everybody's welcome.
And that's all that I have. So at this time, we will recess for 3 minutes prior to the regular council meeting. At this time, we call our regular council meeting to order. We'll have the prayer by Councilman Macario and the pledge of allegiance by our mayor.
Thank you, Lord, for today. Thank you for another wonderful week of work and health. Lord, thank you for the meals that we get throughout the day. I pray that we go home safe tonight. I pray that we have a wonderful rest of the week, and I pray that the weeks ahead, before Thanksgiving, we can all look and really be thankful for the things we have and see that we're not bad off as a country and as a county and as a city. And we're very blessed with the stuff we have. In your name I pray. Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Macario, Mayor. First item would be to the minutes from the organizational meeting held on November the 3rd, 2025, and the regular council meeting held on November the 4th, 2025. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we approve the minutes from the organizational meeting on November 3rd and the regular council meeting from November the 4th. I move for their approval.
Do we have a second?
Second, there you go.
It's been moved and properly seconded that the minutes from the organizational meeting held on November 3rd, 2025, and the regular council meeting held on November 4th, 2025 be approved. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Next would be to set the agenda. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I move that we set the agenda as presented. Move for tonight.
It's been moved that we set the agenda as presented. Do we have a second?
Second.
Is it any discussion? Been moved and properly seconded that we set the agenda as presented. All in favor, let it be known by sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Next item would be a resolution declaring certain properties of public nuisance. 588 Martin Street and 170 Hall Drive. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion to declare certain properties of public nuisance such as 588 Martin Street and 170 Hall Drive.
It's been moved that we
Introduce them.
introduce
The resolution. I'll start again. Mr. President, I introduce a resolution to declare certain properties of public nuisance such as 588 Martin Street and 170 Hall Drive.
It's been introduced The resolution declaring certain properties a public nuisance at 588 Martin Street and 170 Hall Street. Do we have a motion?
He just did.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Been moved and properly seconded that we declare the properties at 588 Martin Street and 177 Hall Street a public nuisance. All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Next item is the approved updating bank signature cards, removing Mark Blankenship and adding newly elected Mayor Charles Ward, and approving the closing of an EMS account with Truist Bank. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I move that we approve updating the bank signature cards to remove former Mayor Mark Blankenship and to add newly elected Mayor Charles Ward. Also, that we close an EMS account with Truist Bank.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we approve updating bank signature cards, removing Mark Blankenship and adding newly elected Mayor Charles Ward, and approving the closing of an EMS account with Truist Bank. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Next is the first reading application 011 Lounge Retail Liquor Class 2 Package and 990 Tobacco Only applicant Ring LLC, trade name Highway Liquor, with 1990 Highway 231 South Ozark, owners Michelle R. Patel, 117 Paul Revere Run, and Rinkish Patel, 117 Paul Revere Run. What are the wishes of the council?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we accept the first reading application 011, Lounge Retail Liquor, Class 2 Package, and 990 Tobacco Only, applicant Rink LLC, trade name Highway Liquor, 1990 Highway 231 South, Ozark, Alabama 36360. Owners Michelle Patel and Rinkesh Patel from 117 Paul Revere Run, Dothan, Alabama 36360.
We have a motion for this first reading. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? It's been moved and properly seconded that we approve the first reading application for this lounge retail liquor. All in favor, let it be known by the sign aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. I'll now entertain final comments, if any, from the mayor.
Nothing but happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Councilwoman Cummings.
We also have the community Thanksgiving service at the Civic Center on Sunday, the 23rd at 6.
No, Southside Baptist.
Oh, is it Southside?
Southside Baptist.
Oh, it's Southside
I think
Baptist.
it's 5 o'clock.
Obviously, my information was out there.
From Southside Baptist at 5 o'clock on this coming Sunday.
Yes.
Lots of food.
Barry McKnight is the speaker. He's going to give a message there that night to voice the Troy Trojans.
Other than that, happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cummings. Councilwoman Cemetery.
Just echoing happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone has a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving. And apologies for my absence last time and coming in late. But we received word that we won third place. So yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Councilman Baroff.
Yeah, just wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody has a great time with their families and a safe, happy Thanksgiving. And that's it.
Councilman Mercario.
I think all I can say is thank you to the employees and the workers of Ozark. And that, there's some people in the room, the people who stepped out of the room. And happy Thanksgiving. Thank you all.
And I too echo the same sentiments. We have to thank our city employees that have to work on these holidays.
Yeah.
You know, we appreciate the work that all of you do on a daily basis. And I too wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. City Clerk, you have anything? So at this time, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. President, I move that we adjourn.
seconded, Ms. Darren. Thank you.